Whoop! I'm skating in just on time, yay! Hi everybody! We're alive, we're doing art today and I just got myself some tea. I fed the kitties, so if they're getting loud during stream, they just have food. So, yeah, and music is a bit loud on my end. I swear one day I will be doing proper sound tests before stream. Not today though. So yeah, I've got an illustration here, and if I put all the layers on, it would kind of look like this in terms of colors, and I do plan on getting this finished either today during stream, that would be awesome, or at the very least tomorrow morning, so I can start editing the video that goes with it on Sunday at the latest. I do have a couple other things to do tomorrow, so probably not then if I don't finish it today. So yeah, without much further ado, let's just jump into it. Let's see, before I do anything else, I kind of want to adjust all of that back there, like the surf and such. Hey Gex, how you doing? Happy Friday indeed. This Friday couldn't come soon enough, to be honest. It has been a week at work. Just lots of stuff happening. Not a lot I can talk about either, because it's work stuff. So I think I will just like wrap in all the colors at the moment. And once we've got all of them in this piece, I will take a little bit of a break. Whoop. Just because my hand has been working overtime this week. And then we'll go into detailing, rendering and stuff. I'm good, frantically trying to finalize product plans, and every time we do something pops up. We need to repaint. Yeah, traveling and putting the pieces together is like difficult. It's difficult. I still need to finalize my whole ideas for the Trusky trip that I've got coming up. But I haven't had a head to really do anything about that yet. It might just bite me in the ass afterwards. But then my biggest goal is to go hiking, see the area, so if I can't take a single hike or a particular hike that one day, I'll just take it the day after or something. I just hope the weather is holding. And not like it's holding right now, because currently, at least here where I am, and I don't think it will be that different in Czechia at the moment, given that it's like 2.5 hours maybe from here. Currently we have pretty humid weather and very warm. We are above 30 degrees again, and I'm like, I thought we had done away with summer already. But I still have like another week. I don't know what. I think this might just like this. And then have this one a bit larger. Trying to be flexible, but the flexibility is reliant on public transport and paying in advance for it has, etc. So I think my biggest problem with this illustration right now is that we have this whole sand beach color here, and then we have her sleeve that is basically a very similar color, if not quite the same. What I will be doing is just be pulling the grass down here. Make this a bit more like so. It doesn't look too much like a tangent. And basically pull this a bit out. Can't tell you how long I've been fighting this illustration this week. It's one of those, yeah, I need to do something, I don't really know what I want to do. Like, I know what I want to do, I just don't know how I want to do it. And then my brain was very much not like having it the entire time. It was a fight. Fight to the death. Sorry you couldn't make FanFest. Yeah, I really would have liked to go. I've never been to Malashov. Like, they did have an event earlier this year already. And I really would have liked to go, but honestly, it's currently just not in the cards. Thinking I will pull this down a little bit more so we don't have that shadow there, given that we have the shadow right under the storm clouds. And then I'll have to see what I do with all of this up here. Okay, my biggest issue is just that both the greens are kind of being very similar and melding into each other right down here now. Oh, wait. I was on the wrong layer. Well, the last banner has been thrown in the works for the Friday night. No, possibly we might all be going to see Dabsig and Hanish in a play, and then drinks after if we can swing it. Okay, that sounds interesting too. Okay, I've got the perfect cup for a drink, but the tea is still hot. But yeah, I'm quite flexible that week. Whatever you plan, I'm sure I can attend something at some point. BP! It is indeed I! Oh, see, I say BP, and you know who's coming back inside? Arno. Hey, Anna, you want to show yourself on stream? I know somebody who would very, very much like to give you treats. Okay, now he is just going to the food bowls and licking up all the remaining morsels, making sure that the food bowls are clean. Okay, yeah, tea is still very much too hot, so let's drink some water instead. So yeah, fighting this frustration, I tell you. Let's see, I've got an idea that I want to try. Yeah, look at me hydrating. Hope you can get all of us to the theater. What also drinks Saturday and the one around Prague Saturday. Okay. Okay, that for a second. I got a bit of soft light in here. Okay, so I like how it bounces off all the landmass part, but not how it bounces off the ocean part. Let's take this one out again. Oh yeah, we're all going to Prague. Okay, I've got an idea what we do with the foreground. Let's see if I can't paint this in. Let's get back to the display color and take a darker one from way back there. And let's get my art wedge in here. We definitely need to pull down the ocean a bit. And let's just let this peter out like this instead. We definitely need to pull down the ocean a bit. color back. Then we might be able to I still need to adjust the coattails for her a little bit, so ignore those at the moment. Yes, we have a very big trip planned, hopefully with some VIPs. I'm a VIP! Never knew that. Okay, so I kind of solved the problem down here, now I've got the problem up here. But I might get away with more of a shading color for the larger grass. Let's give this a quick try. Getting my grass block in. You mean like layer 19 copy? I did so much finagling with this piece at this point. Like, let me just save this really quick. And let me show you how much finagling I've been doing on this piece so far. I've been fighting with this illustration so much.
Has anyone ever told you you have a
So much.
voice? It's a true gift.
The gift is from the collective. A vocal subprocessor designed to facilitate the sound.
Like, I'm pretty happy with how the clouds look plugged in. I will still have to render them, of course, but I'm pretty happy with everything up here. Well, technically also this part down here I'm pretty good with. Still need to adjust, like, the ocean being drawn further away. So yeah, I'm pretty close to having everything figured out.
But try putting a little more emotion into it.
But yeah, this is like fight to the death. Spectators welcome.
I was mistaken, and I hung my head and cried. See? Computer, add instrumental accompaniment.
Oh, by the way, Gex, when you say seeing Danzig in theater, do you mean Michael Pittman or the Czech voice actor for Danzig? Because, you know, he never answered my email with the Danzig piece. Like he promised he would when I was in Ratai. I'm just guessing he has a lot on his plate. I choose to forgive him. Is that the Doctor in 7? Yes, that's the Doctor in 7. From that episode. You know, the episode. It's a very, very nice song to sing in the car, to be honest. Yeah, he's like, honestly, just reset me. I love how one of the basically most inhuman by definition things in Star Trek is always like some of the most human. Like, you kind of get it with Data. He really wants to be human, but I don't know, Data goes about it in a very roundabout way, I want to say. Where the Doctor is just like, yeah, I've got my stuff here, I kind of want to be a bit more independent, and then he just develops from there. Although he did have the advantage of just having emotional responses. Oh, there was a big fly here. Emotional responses programmed in order to have a sort of acceptable bedside manner. People might debate that. Michael Peter and Peter Hoskins, both in the play. Okay. It's only on Friday. Okay, I can do Friday. That's fine. Or maybe we can't. If we can't, they can join us after the show. Okay. So yeah, I'd be up for that. I have no idea what kind of play they're in, but I'd be up for it. Hey, I can't bring a print of my Danzig piece. Might have to do a matching piece for Hanish, just so Peter Hoskins doesn't feel left out. You know, that might be an issue. Since this is like October, I should have the time to do that. Yes, voice actors from KCD. You're among the crazies. Which, also a thing I kind of been thinking about. Since I will be going hiking in the Trotsky area, I thought when I am back home, I might put a picture slideshow together. And we shall go see the places that I saw in the game. Live on stream. Only here, on those very YouTube channel thingies here. It's about a fiction Czech hero who was named Czech's greatest hero person to be the knight on a current he's fictional. Oh, that sounds interesting. No, not live hiking. I will take photos while I'm hiking, which I'll do anyway. And then I want to see if I can find those places in the game. So basically, I would have like the... Let me... just a moment. I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing. Great new from clip. So this here be the screen, and I'm gonna do first, and get a G pen. There's no person there. So basically we would have like picture slideshow up here, like more up here, less than there. And game footage here. And then we try to find this in the game. Well, that's kind of the idea that I've had. You know, in essence, everybody will see what I saw on vacation. Not everything, of course, because I don't want to think about taking photos all the time or taking footage all the time, but you know, in essence. And since I've been thinking about streaming to both YouTube and to Twitch, that might be a good way to kind of premiere that. I don't know, I haven't really thought this through yet. But I'm thinking of having that one either on, up there, September 23rd, so that would be a Tuesday. Or do that on my regular streaming day on Fridays, but I kinda also wanted to get back to comic drawing at that point. We shall see. I have plans, we shall see how my body will say, break then, no. Take break. Because as much as I'm looking forward to going to Czechia and hiking again, it's going to be a very, very, exhausting week. I'm still training my lungs for potential hiking, yay! So I don't want too much with like plant matter up there, because it's like the coast. I don't think all the stuff that you would find in a more shadowy forest and stuff you would find up there on a sunny or stormy cliff. Oh, I like this one. Just put some of that in here. Probably put a couple here. And then I still need to do a layer in front of Q2 so I can basically have the grass there. There's a stream, there is a stream. There's indeed a stream. Every Friday there, well, most every Friday there is a stream. I didn't put up the stream waiting room that early this week because I wasn't really sure what I was gonna do. I had hoped to have this whole illustration thing done by now, but obviously I have not. Every Friday. Most Fridays. I mean, I've been pretty good about having streams regularly this year, so... Oh, well, I have been after all the year-end closing out work was done. That is always the biggest issue. I like this one too. Let's give it some variation. Ooh, okay. I wouldn't want to get too dark. There we go. Some kind of you. Ooh, I like you too. I want you in here. Come join me. Precious wildflowers. Glad to see you too, Tempest. I'm at work from home and there's nothing to do. So, are you getting to your pre-edit? So I've been sitting here watching Let's Plays and music videos on YouTube and suddenly I see a live now. That's me! That's me! Wait, I saw something. Windswept. I'll say which direction are you? You're not the right direction. That's the right, that's the left. There we go. Let's also make one like in front so we can have more, not too much of that, otherwise it looks very weird. Swept sunlit cross, which is also in the wrong direction. Oh yeah, I like these. Let's make another layer underneath so we get like this. Can have like more of that one here. Although we need to keep in mind, let's get rid of this one for now. I still need to adjust the coattails anyway, so okay, we'll do that later. And it's tempting to work on my whip while at work, but I can't really bring it on. Okay, yeah, okay, that kind of makes sense. Since I'm working from home, I might call it quits early and just hop to it. Yeah, why not? If you've got the hours, why not? So I'm trying to book a room in Sasso for Sunday night. Chris may or may not join us, so if you're interested, now's the time to throw your hat on the ring. Sunday night is not really good for me because I need to be back on to work on Monday. Monday is the word. So I guess I won't be joining you in Sasso. But you know, when you are in Sasso and you stay there for a night after all, that kind of marshy land just across the river from the monastery, they transformed that into a really, really nice park to walk through, so I can definitely recommend that one. You have a pretty good view onto the monastery from there as well. Though I wasn't planning on starting pre-edits until tomorrow, but if I leave work early, I have extra time. Honestly, if it's itching and you really want to do it, do it. Use all the motivation you've got to your advantage. Who knows if the itch is still there tomorrow. Just a kid. I met him before he was famous. He was well known in the Amiga demo scene, and I sat around chatting with him, so it's kind of fun that he's big around game composer. Yeah, I mean, he was definitely a composer for the first couple of Assassin's Creed games. I think they changed that around Assassin's Creed 3, which also sounded very different from the previous games. So that kind of makes sense. Welcome to tag along for today and had him in the evening. It is pretty far from me. I would have about 3 hours by car back. It's easier to go to Prague for me. Oh, I don't really know where I'm going to be parking in Prague yet. That is probably going to be the biggest issue for me. I might see if I can find something like a park and ride. Probably also depends where exactly we're going at all times. Okay, that was not very well executed, but this is. Okay, this is better. I think I've got the foreground figured out. That is win number 1 for today. So before we do anything else, let's get to this one. Kinda wanted to make this a little bit brighter. Gonna have to have this contrast with the dark clouds. Okay, yeah, I think that is starting to look right. I'm not sure if I like these soft light colors. Oh well, we can do this later. So let's merge this one down. We only need the one for the sky. Now, let's get to the clouds. The way I've been thinking about this, going about this, would be to just lay down the lighter color first to have kind of like the edge lighting around. Just grab this and kind of have the edge lighting around. We need different brushes for this. And then basically layer in until we get to the darker parts. So, unfortunately, I have barely used any of these brushes. And now is the best time to use them, I guess. So I don't really want anything that's too, that has too much of an edge texture, like all the little fuzzies there. Since, I kind of want the big block of dark to be the focus. And they all have kind of texture. Nah, it's not really. Honestly, we're just going to try to paint clouds. I'm not good at painting clouds, but no time like the present to learn how to do it properly. Kind of got the darker color in there already. Got an eye appointment tomorrow. Hope nothing is seriously wrong. Or more wrong than it already is, let's put it that way. We all have got our eye defects. I'm kind of thinking of having like some more wispy clouds in front too. I don't know if the microphone is picking this up, but somebody is sawing wood outside. And I'm sure I'll be unable to see or read for a few hours. I mean, audiobook time. So I'm just turning the canvas around a lot so I can take advantage of the edge of this brush. Because yeah, let me make this big. You can see that one of the edges, like up here, is way sharper than this one here. This one is softer. So when I want more of the sharper edge, I kind of need to make sure my canvas is in the proper direction. Okay, we need to reduce a bit of the detail. You know what I'm really looking forward to when I'm in Czechia? Taking my iPad with me and just, like on hikes, and just sitting somewhere and drawing stuff. I really, really hope the iPad is not making a fool of me for that one. Because the iPad and I, we don't have beef exactly, but it knows it's not my favorite child. Oh. Jeez, what if taking down the entire forest or something? I'm planning on leaving some sort of memorial at the spot where Toph went splat. Okay, so see, here's the thing. I'll be there a little bit earlier than you. Maybe I'll leave you something and I don't know what I would leave, but I could. Got an idea what I could leave. I'll have to see about that. Yes, sweetie? Oh, you're coming to the other side. Okay. Yeah. Yep. Oh, he's taking apart the ottoman. Jeez. What was that, sweetie? You just took off. Can you paint a stone coaster as a little memorial? That's my idea. Oh crap, I'm trying. I could be a thing that I could be doing, yeah. Hey, sweetie. I'd need to get the stone coaster first, but that shouldn't be that big of an issue. Pretty sure I can get one off Amazon pretty easily. Jeez, we've got the zoomies. Oh, you can see him a little bit. Like they're there. He's going zoom. I said he's going zoom. Okay, that only worked once. Jesus. You can definitely hate him. Oh, so if you do that, I'll just get another one for me in another design and perhaps start a thing that will confuse normal people. That could be a cool thing, yeah. I have to see on Amazon after stream to see if I can get one pretty easily. I do have my Ardex markers. Okay, I'm just taking the lid now, but like these guys. These guys. Oops, there. They're acrylic markers and they basically hold on every surface. I would probably still varnish them. I do have some no spray varnish that I could use. Just so they're a bit more robust towards the elements. Also BP. Oh no, not that one. We've got the song. Piece of music. Don't take my bamboo apart, please. Do you know how I talked at the beginning of stream about taking a break once I've got the colors figured out? I have indeed not taken a break. once I figure the colors out. Generally, acrylics are pretty weatherproof. The thing with some colors is that they're not light fast, so they would kind of bleach pretty easily when they're exposed to the sun. Yeah, Tipex or edding. Edding is usually pretty good too. If you've got some of those. At least around here in... around here in hardware stores they also have the eddings with the silver and gold colors in them. So that might be worth exploring, I guess. If you've got something close by that might carry them. Okay, wait. So now let's turn the music back down a bit. Yeah, I don't really know what I would be drawing either just yet, but I'll find something. The thing is, since I will be going to Czechia with my car anyway, if I can't come up with something on time before I leave, I can still take the Ardex markers with me and then just see that stuff while I'm over there. Liam will it for some reason yeah, he did the score for Dream for Longest Journey, but I don't know if that's... Yeah, this is from Dream for Longest Journey. There, meeting April Ryan. Which you can't see because there is a plant in front of it there. There it's better. I love the game. I love it very, very much. It broke my heart when April got stabbed, but I love the game. I've got a playthrough of this on my channel. Let's see. YouTube. Playlists. Give me full playlist, please. Wait, no, that's the wrong. That's the right. There. It's got all my game streams with Longest Journey, Dreamfall Longest Journey, and Dreamfall Chapters. And no, I don't have a DVD drive in my computer anymore. No. Alright, baby. I hope the eye magician tells you good stuff. Oh, my hair is so crazy. I'm not showing volume at all, but thank you anyway. And yeah, I'm pretty sure I'll be right back. I think I should have the original release of that game. Okay, I don't. I did not save that from when my uncle was taking stuff out of the house. A while back, he just decluttered a lot. And by a while back, I mean like it's been years at this point. And I did save the N64. When it's over there, I also... I really don't like the wispy ends there. And I also saved a lot of N64 games, and some of his computer games, but not that one. I might have to double check when I'm back there to see if he might still have it. Because I remember him getting The Longest Journey and Dreamfall The Longest Journey like pretty shortly after Dreamfall was released. And then I do remember playing the games again in like 2015 or something, or 2016. And then I was like, these games are leaving me a little bit unsatisfied with the ending of the second game, because, you know, the second game definitely says there needs to be more here. This is not a finished story yet. And so I went checking if maybe they released something else, and then I saw I missed the Kickstarter for Dreamfall Chapters by like 2 months. So I never got my Tome of Balance, which I would have really liked to have. And I'm miffed about that. A bunch of games on silver discs. I brought it all when I moved from Denmark, but I got rid of most of the plastic DVD cases to save space. Wait. Yeah, that makes sense. No. So now they are in discs with a spindle. Okay, yeah. And the cover paper separately. Okay, yeah, that... At least now. And I guess if you really wanted to, you could still get like empty DVD cases and stuff and just put it together again, but I guess that doesn't make really sense to do before you're moving anyway, because again, space. And that's when you decide to write your own stories. Indeed, indeed. But yeah, the Dreamfall games, or The Longest Journey games, they're so good. I love them. Honestly, you're the first one ever outside of my uncle that I met who knew about these games. That is fascinating. Very special, indeed. Now we need a little bit of opacity, thank you. So we can have just a little bit on the softer side. I like adventure games, but it's been a long time since I took the time to play one. I also bought Siberia 1 and 2, but never played much. Yeah, I know the feeling. I still have a couple of games on my Steam library that I haven't played. Seriously, kitties, what are you doing outside? They're rearranging the entire balcony, I feel. I do have a couple of games on Steam that I still need to play. There are not too many. I've seen people with more. One such person just left chat. But, the thing is, Steam always tells me, oh, there's a new sale, and I'm like, I still have unplayed games, I'm not buying something new until I have them out of my library, or like, out of my unplayed part of the library. And, yeah, so I'm not really spending money on games right now, which is not the worst thing, I guess, but... Turn this around so I can have the edge and use that a bit better. I recently came across Quern on Steam and wishlisted it. Looks very mist-like. Okay, interesting. Kitty construction crew on duty, indeed. They do all the reconstruction. Like, I did find, when I... Oh no, I need to go back a little bit more. So yesterday, I went to the pet store, got new food for them, because we were running out, because I didn't pay attention to that before that, but it's fine. They never noticed. And, I also got a couple of treats in smaller bags, and when I was home, I was like, okay, I'm gonna throw you a couple of treats so you can get some exercise in, you know? Run after them, catch them, before they're gone. And then I took those bags and filled them into a hard plastic container so they wouldn't get access to them. Because I know one particular boy, going by Arno, who he will rip open everything in order to maybe get a morsel of a treat. This guy's food motivated like no other cat that I know. And yeah, so today I came home from work. And what else should I find other than one of those little bags that once contained treats spliced open on my bedroom floor? Kind of like one of those frogs you dissect in biology class, or at least that's what I hear from the US sometimes. You know, all that kind of stuff. But joke's on him, there was nothing in there. I just didn't put the bag away properly. Because I kind of need to take out the trash, and I wasn't really in the mood for that yesterday. Big Box Mist PC re-release, DVD Mist Masterpiece Edition, DVD Real Mist 25th Anniversary Collector's Edition Masterpiece Edition on Steam, Real Mist on Steam. Yeah, I would say you kind of like this one, right? Oh, my fat little busted plaque will absolutely tear any bag open if he thinks there is a goodie inside. He opened a bag of dog food, even that I went to donate to a shelter, and I probably can't. Yeah, I think they only take closed bags. Usually because they have some bad actors who will put some very uncool stuff in there, like razor blades and stuff. I will never know how people can do that. Like, you do not have to be a dog person or something. Nobody is forcing a dog on you, but why are you hurting the ones that are around? Because, like, I will always say I'm not that much of a dog person. I don't mind dogs around. They're just not my favorite. I like the felines more. But again, I don't mind them being around. And dogs can still be very, very cute. Wonder who was responsible, a mystery we'll never solve. No, nobody will ever know. I mean, it could have been Elise. Doesn't have to be Arno, you know. Oh, recognizing Rockabanios. Yeah, I love the stuff he did for And the Heart of the Sea, which this is from. Lefty and I were talking about it in CC one time. It's kind of like the event that Moby Dick was based on, even though it is very much a fictionalized version of it. But the music is really, really, really good. Yes, you heard it, but I know that's something. I wish it hasn't been released on vinyl. See, I'm a heathen. I get my music in MP3 mostly. There are a couple of artists where I will still get CDs, even though I don't really have much that can play CD anymore. I did get myself a Discman again. Because my mom does have like an online used bookshop, and so sometimes she also has audiobooks on CD. And since she doesn't really like listening to audiobooks that much, that is my responsibility. I still have quite a box in the other room that I need to get through. So yeah, what I am doing again though, and that's something I kinda neglected for a while there, is I do buy the music outright again these days. I do not have a Spotify anymore. I just do not like how Spotify is treating creators and how their payout model to creators works. Not a fan, to be honest. So I figured, hey, if I just buy the stuff outright, you will definitely get more money out of that than if I listen to it on repeat for a couple of days or something. Never really got into Spotify. It was really convenient for a while. And when they had like sales, like membership sales with like 3 months for 10 euros, I did use that a lot and it was convenient. I will not deny that, but at this point I'll just buy the music that I really want to listen to. And like these days you don't have to buy the entire CD if you don't want the entire CD. You can just buy the tracks you want. And if you just want one track out of that entire CD, then you buy just the one track. I mean, at some point it's still cheaper to buy the entire CD. And just ignore the track you don't want. So, yeah, that's what I've been doing. And yeah, I also buy some stuff off of Bandcamp, because I think that's where artists that upload stuff there get the most royalties or kickback, whatever. Otherwise, I tend to buy through iTunes, because from what I hear, artists are still paid best through Apple, as much as I dislike Apple, but I'll give them that. I might be wrong on that, my information might be outdated, but... But yeah, I tend to buy music again. It feels so much better too. And like in the event of an apocalypse where we do not have internet anymore, if I can still find a way to power my PC at home, I still have my music. Alright, so how did I do on those clouds? I kind of feel like I might need to soften it up back here a little bit. Also, if there's like a game soundtrack and they sell that on Steam, I'm on it, I'll get that game soundtrack right away. I personally find game soundtracks pretty nice to write to, since they usually are more atmospheric, unless they're for a cutscene or something. And very easily loopable. I have some stuff that I just ripped off of YouTube, which I'm not too proud of, but in some cases it's stuff that's not really easy to find to buy. Yeah, same. I do have a couple of things that I got off of YouTube because nobody was selling it, and I'm like, yeah, nope. I don't have really much of a choice there, I'm sorry. And yeah, most of my MP3s are also bought and paid for. And yeah, from CDs I own or from MP3s that I bought outright. I worked for many years in stores that sold CDs and DVDs, and I always got so annoyed when people who are like, no, I don't need a CD, I have Spotify, or no, I don't need a DVD, I have Netflix. Yeah, when you really want to watch movie X and they removed it off Netflix, but then yeah, that's the other thing. Because like, we are having the streaming wars now. If I've got it on DVD or Blu-ray, I'll just pop it in the other room. And well, with Blu-ray, I have to do it in the other room, in my living room. With DVD, I can theoretically do it on this PC because I've got an external DVD drive. I just need to plug it in. And like the other thing on top of that is, it is also, well, maybe a bit less convenient, much more environmentally friendly than streaming. Although I will not fault people for still streaming stuff in that regard, because yeah, it is very convenient. Okay, now. Alright, I think I like how these clouds are looking. I think these are the best clouds I've ever drawn. I'll do stream most of my TV, but if it's like something I enjoy, I like to get the physical copy. Yeah, same. I still have a couple of older TV shows where I want to get the DVD box set. They're just always like, a little bit too much to just comfortably drop it right away. Looks amazing, honestly, thank you. Again, I think these are the best clouds I've ever drawn. Need to mark that on my calendar. So all that is missing at this point for the background is the middle ground, and then we can correct everything on cue, get her shading in order. Currently it's just very sloppy shading, just to make sure I get her integrated with the setting and stuff. She doesn't have her white strands of hair yet either. But yeah, we're making progress. There is a good chance I get this done by tomorrow at the latest. So, I want to paint right on it, or make that on a separate layer. Let's take a separate layer for a better before and after. So this one back here is okay if it's a bit more on the wishy-washy side. It's far enough away that you wouldn't see any details anyway. Sample the screen a little bit. Oh god, that's a game I need to get back into as well. It's currently still in, oh, what's it called? Early access. But the game is called Reka, and basically you're playing as a witch coming into a region. And you kind of meet Baba Yaga there, who does... I need to plug in press, yes. Who kind of mentors you after that. You revive her house and everything. And then you get to basically build the house as you want it. So it's a bit of a builder thing. Currently they have 2 or maybe 3 by now areas that they have fully fleshed out with story stuff, and everything you would play after that in order to still get resources and everything. They basically have like procedural generation for that, so they kind of cycle through the same handful of quests at the moment with the local village and stuff. So kind of like a roguelike in terms of generation there, but yeah. The atmosphere in that game is amazing and has this kind of spooky autumn vibe, but very cozy. And again, I really love the music too. Yeah, game is called Reka. Like a river in Russian. Yeah, I think the game is made in Germany though, so pretty interesting. Didn't know that before, but like the composer's name did seem rather German to me. I mean, could have been like adjacent. The name could have traveled elsewhere. That's definitely something. So I wasn't making assumptions all that much just yet, but they recently posted something about games made in Germany award stuff. Could have been in conjunction with Gamescom, but yeah. I haven't really looked at the announcement all that much. I just kind of saw the whole made in German. Germany. God. Yeah, but yeah. Basically, after you revive the house, you can also walk around with the house on the chicken legs. And yeah, basically it's like, look at my house kaiju stomping around the woods. So yeah, it is a fun game. I haven't played it that much yet, because I kind of want to wait until it is fully released at this point, so I can give it the proper attention once that is the case. But from what I've played on the early access so far, it's really cool. And again, I like the whole cozy, spooky vibes. And you know, you can feed the local deer berries and stuff and make friends with them. I like that. Yeah, it's really cool. In the second chapter in the game, basically, in the first chapter you meet Baba Yaga, you get all the ingredients you need to revive her house, and then you basically move on to the next region, and the forest spirit there kind of cursed the village because they were trying to take down the entire forest and stuff, and he was not very happy about that. I do understand that one. And at that point you can kind of decide if you want to be more of a mischievous witch or a really good-hearted witch and stuff, and you can either save those people or yeah, I think you can save them, or you can basically forsake them by not helping them. But there's nothing really graphic anywhere in terms of gore or something. And I'm really interested to see how that one will play out through the rest of the game once the devs are comfortable releasing the full game. So yeah, I think this is going to be a lot of fun. My biggest issue with these kinds of building games is usually that my imagination when it comes to building houses is not that good. I don't do too badly when you basically have a space given to you and you need to decorate that one. I can get started right away, but if I need to do everything from ground up myself, I'm not that good at that. Which is one of the reasons why I still haven't learned Blender all that much. I'm still kinda lackluster with that one. Just some trailer and demo on my phone and looks gorgeous. Yeah, it is really, really amazing. Again, it has this whole spooky, cozy vibe. Another one that I'm really hoping it'll get a proper release soon. It was in beta access for a while there. Is Scriptorium. Oh, I made the funniest things in this one. It's basically you're a medieval painter and you're being hired to illustrate books and stuff. And let me see, I think I still have the screenshots. Yeah, I do. Listen, this guy basically gave me a description of an elephant, and this is what I made out of that description. So yeah, Scriptorium, Master of Manuscripts, Alpha Test Build. Okay, not the beta. It is amazing. You have all the little parts, and you drag them into your little space. You can rotate them and stuff. Okay, the dogs themselves were there already, and I got a couple of things in the prompt that I needed to put in there, like the dogs needed to get clothing, they needed a food bowl, they needed some food and stuff. So yeah, this one just has a loincloth. So yeah, this is going to be a very fun game. I can see that being a really fun game on stream too. Medieval depictions of exotic animals and even non-exotic, yeah, they are amazing. Again, you get kind of like you have the leg and then it sort of peters out a little bit so you can attach it to other things and make it look somewhat natural, like as natural as these kinds of legs can get. And yeah, it is amazing. I only played around with it for an evening so far, but I had a lot of fun. And yeah, the more commissions you take on, the more money you get, and then you can basically buy more parts to assemble later on. It is a lot of fun. Like for the elephant part specifically, is the person in the game commissioning me was like, yeah, so this animal has like giant ears that kind of look like fans, very fake legs that look like trunks, and that's where that whole thing is coming in. And you basically saw these people in the faraway lands build castles on the back of these animals, and that's where the castle came in and everything. Oh yeah, and they have 2 giant teeth coming out. So basically just working off of descriptions. And you, these days as a person, you probably guess, oh, he means an elephant. But you don't have the parts to make a proper elephant, so you gotta make a funny elephant out of it. You know, go with the times. Oh jeez, this song always jump scares me a little bit. It's an amazing song, but it is so... Phew, we are in it. Okay, something I need to think about. Wet sand. I think I'm kind of like this color, yeah. So depending on the angle that you see wet sand in, it is either looking very dark or it's reflecting very much light from the sky. Like, I'm gonna get another drawing in here. So it's not quite direct. This one, and here. So basically here is much more of a low angle, so it has more light bouncing off of it. Do I have a... No, I do not have a pen. I could swear they used to have a pen in here. But alas. So yeah, the line bounces off very differently. But since we're looking at this much more from above here, the sand is darker. And then I'll just... a little bit here, and then this giant wave just crashed as it should. So before I get further into this, let's make this one a little bit question is, how detailed do I want to get with all of this stuff? Like back here, it's basically just a couple of blobs of color when you zoom in. It looks rather blobby. And I think that should also be enough here. It is the mid-ground, it is pretty far away. Nobody is going to see details at that range anyway. Or maybe that's just me being blind as a mole most times.
Captain? Can you join me?
Out of the tree of life, I just picked me a plum.
You came along and everything started to hum.
Still, it's a real good bet. The best is yet to come.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine?
You think you've seen the sun, but you ain't seen it shine.
Wait till the warm-up's underway. Wait till our lips have met.
Wait till you see that sunshine day. You ain't seen nothing yet.
The best is yet to come, and babe, won't it be fine?
The best is yet to come the day you're mine. Wait till your charms are right for these arms to surround.
You think you've flown before, but you ain't left the ground.
Now wait till you're locked in my embrace.
Wait till
Sorry, I have to do the dishes. Oh, no worries, no worries.
You see that sunshine place.
ain't nothing like it.
The best
It's the nature of dishes to always need to be done. Dishes and laundry.
The best is yet to come. The best is yet to come the day you're mine.
Yeah, it's really rude, really. Naughty dishes. Honestly, that's the worst thing about living alone. I have nobody I can get onto dish duty. After sin, I can get 4 slate coasters for £3. Yeah, okay, so that should definitely be a possibility of doing things with. Now let's get the tolerance down a little bit. It's not enough. Okay. Oh. Oh, I see. I see what the issue is. I haven't painted this part. So I just kind of want to get a little bit of a gradient in there so it's not just the one color the entire time. And then just get that off here. Okay. So it looks a bit more natural, like there's more water, wetter sand there than up top. Being alone has its benefits and its downsides, yep. Like, I know I would get annoyed with another person in the house pretty quickly. I'm not very good at tolerating stuff for long. I know that, so... hence I live alone. And then have to deal with the dishes myself. That's the definite downside there. Okay, now that's on the original part. Okay. Having talked to myself though, sometimes as tedious as talking to another person who doesn't get me. Yeah, sometimes you really want to have somebody right there just to talk to. And writing stuff in chats is not quite the same. Just get a little bit of that bluer light everywhere. To make everything a bit more cohesive. Bit of a wobble in there. What's the hiking plan here? Trying to reach all the Trusky map locations? Yeah, that's a good question. What I definitely want to see is Trusky Castle. That is very much up there. I want to go hike in Apollonia, and I do want to see the lakes. So that is the big things I want to hit. I do need to keep in mind that specifically Wednesday, I can't exhaust myself too much because there will be concert day as well. And I still need to drive to Prague and also back after that. Yes, so I'm getting to the concert. Still need to print the tickets though. Got them sitting in my email inbox, so they're not gone. Oh well, the ticket, it's just one. Although technically it's two, because I also got the parking ticket. I just didn't want to be driving around Prague the entire time, trying to find a place to park. So I just got the a ticket for the parking lot right by the venue, so. Yeah, so for the rest I still kind of need to make a proper plan, but again, if I do one hike that day, I'll do another day, so I'm a bit flexible there. I just hope the weather holds. Doesn't need to be too hot, but it also doesn't need to be too cold or raining the entire time. Yeah. What I am thinking about, since you posted about the Czech crown jewels being on display, maybe I'll get to Prague a little bit earlier that day and also have a look at those. I'll have to see about that. Probably need to get tickets before I go there anyway. That's probably not one of those things where you can just roll up and have a look. It wasn't like that in Scotland either, so... I amended a task for myself at work because there's nothing. Really feels like I'm wasting my time. Oh yeah, I know that feeling. Hey Elise, you wanna come up? Wanna show yourself to the internet? Yes? Hmm? Yeah. Got a cat. We've got a cat. Yeah, Alda's getting to Prague a few days before me, as I was hoping to go and see them. I'll probably go on the 17th, like just the day when the concert is anyway. Okay, yeah, get on the shoulder, that's fine. So, you shall get some kitty purrs now. What a sweet girl. She is very much a shoulder kitty. When I stand in front of their tall cat tree, she always wants to get on the shoulder. The other shoulder is suspect, but this one is really good. Very good. Yeah. Yes, yes, of course, of course. Oof. Yeah, and there we go. There we go. Let me bookmark this part on the stream, kind of like adding a marker, just so I could maybe make a little short out of them, saying like, come to my streams, you might actually hear some kitten person. Oh yeah, she is definitely forgiving me. No, she'll forgive me leaving her with my parents while I'm off gallivanting about Bohemia. I don't know yet. Opening the capital of Czechia, I'm reminded that there is a town near here called Prague, named after Prague, but because Murica, they insist pronouncing it Prague. Oh, Jesus. Prague. Gee. These Americans, they're not right in the head. Not chippy. So let me see if she'll do the long kitty stretch. You did a long kitty stretch? No? No? No, she doesn't want to do the long kitty stretch. Because sometimes she's like head down here. Yeah, head down here. Arms far from herself. And then it's stretchy times. But right now, no, it's shrimp time. You're a good girl. Oh. Are we having stretchy time? Or are we having kick mommy time? I've got a long kitten. They corrected my actual Czech immigrant ex-mother-in-law when she said Prague the right way. Oh, she's stretching. She's stretching. Are you taking my microphone apart? Okay, she's got aggressions. Oh, I have a feeling that I'm living very dangerously right now. Oh, now it's down there. What are you doing about that? Nothing? She likes the belly wraps. There are no traps with her. No traps with her. Whoa. Wait, no, no. We're not walking across the keyboard, please. Okay, now she has to lick herself. Because apparently I made her dirty. So, there. She deleted my layer. And I've got cat hair everywhere. Yeah, with her, the belly... what kind of tool do I have here? Good. With her, the belly rubs are not usually a trap. With Arno, though, he does not like to be scratched there. With the chest area, he is usually somewhat fine, but other than that, oh, he'll do the whole rabbit thumping with his back legs. But on the other hand, you're right, I'm close to driving to Czechia again. Well, not the last time I did that, but 2 years ago when I was trying to do that, I was bitten. Her way of saying, don't go, mommy, don't go. But it's fine, I survived. Nothing is amiss, no long-term issues from it, so I forgive you. Yeah, she's still licking herself. I apparently made her very dirty. You know how close we are to being done? I didn't know that was possible. But if we get this done within the next half hour, it's another question still. Sweetie, what can I do for you? Why are you meowing? Hmm? Yeah? Okay, I guess I can't do anything for him. Debating whether to buy a very cheap tablet for my travels, so I can just download some programs. Not sure what the TV is like in the evenings. Oh, you need to basically put a number after cuddle. To see how much cat hair you have, just type ! cat hair. I have 0 cat hair because I excluded myself from getting cat hair. But you might have more. Sounds a lot more cat hair. A lot of socks or filling for plushies. That also works. I did that with some cat hair from a now deceased cat. Also, both dog and cat shedding. It's really nice to be released into the wind and stuff, because birds tend to use it for their nesting. So yeah. And yeah, for cuddle, basically you need ! cuddle, then a space, and then a number you wanna bet basically on finding the cats. Oh, are the Sumi's back? Are the Sumi's back? Yeah? Yeah. Those are not nice Sumis, right? Yeah, he doesn't wanna get any. Yeah, I put in 10 or more. Honestly, the game hasn't been used in a long time, so I kind of forget what I put in. So, only thing we really need now is the water. Sweetie, what's the matter? Yeah, I know. Life is unfair. And you were hit hardest by it. Yeah? Okay. He doesn't want to come here. He likes to complain a lot. But not, look at potential solutions and stuff. And that way, he is very German. Some of these I need to get a layer buff. Honestly, drawing waves is both fun and not fun. Hi, sweetie. Yeah? Yeah, come here. Yeah. See? You wanna come here? Or do you just wanna complain on the head? You just complain, okay. Yeah. You know, my guess is you're really, really tired. And technically need to be in bed. Now, if only he would listen to me and actually go to bed and sleep. In case anybody wonders why I have so many gray hairs on my head, I shall point to Arno for that one. They are absolutely fascinating. I at least hope all the zoomies that he's displaying right now mean that he will be sleeping like a rock later. Indeed, indeed. Literal short-circuiting happening there. having an issue with the responsiveness here. Okay, we're back. Sometimes the Wacom driver, like my graphic tablet is a Wacom Cintiq 22 HD, so it's an oldie but a goodie. It's turning 10 years old in like 2 months. So it has held on really nicely over the years. However, the Wacom drivers sometimes have their issues. And in this particular case, this issue is very specific to Clip Studio 2, the software I'm using here. Because if you have a dual monitor setup with Clip Studio, like I do, like I've got one monitor there and the other one here, the driver and Clip Studio sometimes don't communicate properly. And you get issues with the pressure sensitivity and everything. It's pretty easy to fix, because all you really need to do to fix it is go into any kind of other window that has an active field where you can type something in. You don't even have to type anything. It just needs to be active. And then you go back into Clip Studio and everything is fine again. It is the weirdest thing that I've seen in a while with software. But it is indeed a thing. I mean, if you go on the internet, specifically with Wacom, because they've been around for a long time at this point, you will see a lot of people complaining about Wacom drivers all the way back to the 90s, probably. So yeah. Annoying. It's weird, but yeah, hardware drivers can be so wonky sometimes. It's true, yeah. I mean, technically I don't have a lot of issues with the Wacom drivers. It's really just that, and if I go into my really old copy of Photoshop, I do notice that when you like draw a straight line, let me get some white in here so you can see that with contrast. So in Clip Studio, you don't see a whole lot of wobble there. In Photoshop, the same line would probably be more like this, kind of like the stairs. When you zoom in, you would see that very, very well. But yeah, that's one of the reasons I don't use my old Photoshop anymore. My guess is just that the newer drivers and the older software have issues communicating properly with one another. I don't know if I would have that issue in the Creative Cloud versions of Photoshop, like the subscription model ones, because I never got the subscription. I've been using my old version of Photoshop for as long as I could. I technically still could use it if I wanted to, but I am not currently using it. I basically have all my process focused around Clip Studio these days. And so hi Vatari and hi Furpup, how you doing? On this fine Friday, end of the week. I have a quite new Focusrite audio interface, Home Pro style, and Focusrite is a renowned brand in audio. Yet sometimes the driver will just decide, no more sound for you, and mute everything until I switch a sample rate. Other times I'll just start this really loud buzzing and I have to switch some for it to kill it. Interesting. Thank you, Fairpup. I'm currently putting the finishing touches on the illustration for my next YouTube video. I really needed to get this done this week so I can get the video edited and out of my process so I can go on vacation. And honestly, doing this on stream was probably a really good idea because, well, the moment I know that somebody might be watching, I am way more focused and will do the thing. So I'll leave some of the textured stuff in here and we'll probably add in a couple more texture stuff on top of that, because when you look at waves in the surf, they're very, very foamy. And me just putting in lines the entire time will not be able to represent that all that well, so... texture stuff. So let's get this on top. And let's... should be this way. It is not this way. That will do. Oh, there's another line there that we need to get rid of stuff. So let's erase some of the stuff we don't need here. And then we'll get some, oh, we can do a bit more down here. There we go. And then we will take a brush and just let it peter out a little bit. So, right, there was this line that I needed to get rid of. There. So, which means we can fix her coattails. The flaps are in there already, and then we can just get to shading her properly rather than the placeholder shading I've got currently going. And then we've got this. So are you okay, sweetie? Okay, I think that was a no. Which we will just have coattail sponge up over here. And something I also wanted to do was thicken up the thigh a little bit. Once you squeeze your thigh like that, it just bunches up. And I also think we can make the foot a little bit bigger. Oh. Got auto lock enabled. Nothing happens when you do that. Up here everything's fine, so let's get everything outside of her. Oh, I know where the problem is, okay. Only apply to connected pixels, wonderful. So I can get the coattails out of there. And then just use this one. And then we are almost done. I think I would still see the day. So now the question is, am I going for more of a cell shady look or more of a softer shading look? Honestly, let's go with the softer look. Okay, less color mixing. Okay, now I don't think this pen and I are getting along today. So let me get my plucking brush in here. I think we got a better choice today. Whoops, that was a bit much. Okay, we've got Sumi's number 3 now, I think. So, just noticed I've not been talking a lot lately. I've been kind of in the zone. just putting a bit of green in there, since she's basically surrounded by green, and that color would basically bounce off the grass, because the grass basically absorbs every color except the one that we see, because that's how light works. And some of that green would basically reflect on her in the back. "50 Shades of Green," yes. Alright, let's put this back on multiply, and I think I lightened that one a little bit. Okay. The fun thing about light and color theory is, at least according to me, that light itself is kind of like a bully. When you look at everything the sun touches, oh wait, I did not have this one, okay. It kind of gives everything a very yellowish hue, whereas in shadow everything can still stay what it is normally. It is kind of fun to think about that. And you'll see what I mean in a moment when I put the final stuff about the shading in here. Oops. Keep that one still. Like you can kind of see, like in the shadow you have like proper greens, browns, blues, and everything that comes into light is kind of a yellowish version of either the brown or the green. So the sun basically bullies the color to conform. Now make of that what you will. Blending all of this out a little bit. Hi Mickey Pal, how you doing? And thank you! Currently putting the finishing touches on the illustration for my next video. And we're almost done, just need to put a bit of grass in front of her. And also just noticing there are some stray pixels here. There, that's what you get for filling some of it by hand. You miss stuff. It's not for a comic illustration? No, not specifically. I'm currently working on a novel, an illustrated novel, so this one is for that story, but not necessarily for the book. It's a bit complicated at this point, because I'm still in the writing phase, and that makes it more difficult to really share stuff that is very relevant for the book at this point, so yeah, but sometimes I also work on comics, so Yes, my boy? Okay, he just came in to meow at me. This cat is something else, I tell you. Yeah, it's my own novel that I'm working on, and I wouldn't per se say that it's medieval in nature. I kinda like the aesthetics of the 16 and 1700s a bit more for storytelling. But it is fantasy. Very little doubt about that. Oh, I'm also noticing we are on the Oath to Order remix by Theophany. That thing is like the best remix of a Zelda song that I've ever heard. So let me just do some multiply and turn it down a little bit just to give it a little bit of color on the cheeks. Not that anybody would notice, because yeah. So let's get the blonde precious bucket. I'm wondering how I'm doing this the easiest way for myself. Probably going like this, putting a layer mask on this, and then just erasing stuff. The novel is located in a fantasy realm. Oh, I know why you're not doing what you're doing. What you're supposed to be doing. Okay. Yeah, this currently is the Oath to Order remix by Theophany from Legend of Zelda Majora's Mask. It is an amazing remix, and I will definitely encourage anybody to check out Theophany. They've got a YouTube channel too. Just putting that into chat. I mean, it is also on screen, but you know, sometimes it's easier to just copy something from chat. I love everything they've done with the Majora's Mask remixes they've done. It is really, really well done. And why do I have this in here? There we go. I'll stay with normal for now. Put a little bit this in here. Duplicate this. And then set it on overlay for some nice glowy magic effects. Maybe before we do the whole overlay stuff, we also get the sparkles in. So let's duplicate this one. Put the overlay, and this one just so the black inks aren't that stark in contrast. Let's check our values, and everything's looking really nicely. think that means we're basically done. Doesn't involve any magic or kind of subtle magic situation like our third British King story. It does have very active magic in the story. Q, my main character, right here, sitting here looking at the oncoming storm, is pretty much involved in magic stuff. The thing is with the world that this takes place in, a couple decades before the story is set, the Order of Mages basically created a rift between this world and another world, and a lot of not so nice creatures came over. And ever since then, magic is not just frowned upon, basically outlawed. Because people are like, yeah, that was the mages who did that. We do not want them around anymore, thank you. And since she does have magic, she kind of has to hide that fact a lot. And doesn't make the whole thing easy for her. So, since we're at it, let's put a watermark in this. And let's also sign this. No. There's my plugging brush. Okay. I need to be a bit thinner, and I just see we kinda need to adjust the layer mask here too. There we go. It is done! Yeehaw! Are you going to use generic races like elves, orcs, etc., or you have unique races that are original to you? And generally speaking, they're mostly only humans, except for, let's get the subview out. So, we've got my main character, Q. We've got a young mage who had a bit of an accident with fire magic. Whoops. We got Aira, who is the daughter of a very primordial being who we'll get to later. Then we've got Jonathan, who is a witch hunter. Then we have Kasim, the primordial being that is currently stuck in the body of a horse. He kinda is very noticeable with the reverse zebra stripes there, which is why he has to wear a caparison sometimes. He's not happy about the fact. But he used to be sort of like a shapeshifter. And when he did an oopsie, we just call it an oopsie at this point, he got stuck in this form and does not really have a way out of it anymore. And we've got Nevan, who is a wraith. So basically he would usually have more like this very dusty spectre form, unless he basically wears a fox carcass like a suit, which is the only way he can kind of exist without succumbing to hunger and disappearing right away. It takes a bit longer when they wear carcasses like this. Okay, and that's a horse. So yeah, they are Those are my main characters in the story. What's the matter, sweetie? You want to come out? You're playing with the microphone foam, yeah? Oi, sweetie. Come here. So, we've got a kitty here. Because the other kitty was like, I'm tired, I'm cranky, and I wanna be a problem. We don't want her to have a problem, right? Well, yeah, we've finished the piece. Alright, gangs, have a nice dinner. Get the nums. The stream is also about to end because we're done. I didn't think we would get this done today, but we did. Here, for the glory's sakes, let's look at the time lapse for a moment here. Cha-chang. Thank you. Yeah, I'm so happy with those clouds. Didn't think I would be able to get them to look like proper clouds, but oh, they look so good. So happy with that turnout. Thanks everybody, really glad to have this done today, and also to sweetie, from this angle you look like kind of a chonker. So okay, I'm just getting the bulk of the cat hair away here. And then, how about I put you over on the other side before you delete something from me again. Thank you. Yeah, her brother doesn't want to be shown on the internet today. Oh, now you want to come up here. There he is. The little Zoom master. Whoa, okay. Sweetie, what are you doing? Why are you being a problem? Okay, I hope the camera is holding right now. It's not looking as nice as before, but since we're at the end of stream anyway. Yeah, so thanks for keeping me company today while I figured out the rest of this painting. Since it's being done now, I can probably get started on editing the video tomorrow and hopefully have the video done by the end of Sunday. And then that would be very nice. So yeah, thanks for keeping me company. There will also be, let's see, yeah, there will be a new video on Monday either way. It will be another Sketch With Me video. It's already done, edited, and technically uploaded. Ko-fi members can already watch it if they would like to. Otherwise, it will be out on Monday. Just need to remember to put it live properly. But yeah, thanks for keeping me company, Thomas. So let me switch over to ending, so anybody who's coming in knows that this isn't going on for long anymore. Yeah, I don't think I've got much to say anymore. This was the last stream for 2-ish weeks. I think I will either be back on Tuesday the 23rd or on Friday the 26th. I'm not sure if I'll do the Tuesday stream or not. That is still a bit up in the air, but yeah, that week then I will be back. So, yeah, I guess that is it. Have a nice rest of your day, take care, and kapla.